The kindness.
Games.
Overtime. It feels like it's been a little while since we've done that. We've had all these little I don't know, special sessions, slaying them with kindness and stuff. It's kind of nice to get back to the old normal, huh?
I feel that.
It is. It's beautiful. And my dog said hello in the background too.
Hey, doggy. All right. Well, it is the 25th of January, and we are updating the scoreboard. Gonna take a little bit of a quicker view of the scoreboard, though, because everybody kind of knows who's been around for a while. But there's been some big movement in the newcomers, especially the people that jumped in on New Year's Day. Gets interesting there. So we are up to how many? 54 Kindness Games competitors now.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Fabulous.
On our way to 100.
I know. We're over halfway. So we've got one person in triple overtime. That's me. We have 4 people in double overtime. That is, three people. That is Lee Outen, Steve D'Onofrio, and the great Kelsey Carnell.
Woo!
Now overtime, we have 12 people who are in overtime. We'll quickly name them off. Kekishan Dedwani, Kathleen Ferris, Playground Bill Massey. We got Kunle Palemo, Abhijit Kumar, Sue Ginsburg, Paul Moxness, Jason Sikora, Brennan Tan, Carlos Francisco, Josh Ledesma, and Jay McDermott.
Nice.
Those are some good people.
Great people.
I was just going to say, I feel like they were the consistents for a while.
Yeah.
Granted, now they're in overtime. So.
And you know what? We've only had half of them on the scoreboard. So basically, for those of you who've been following, right? Once you become a Kindness Games alumni, you're eligible to guest appear on the scoreboard and kind of talk a little bit. But I was slacking. I didn't have time to set it up with anybody this time. So it's just us.
All good. They can look forward to having fun with us. It's fine.
All right. We have same old. We actually, in the 4th and 5th wave, we haven't had any movement over January. So January is a busy month, starting a new year. But the 6th wave is where it gets interesting. So Lisa Oliveri started on New Year's Day. She's at 24.
Oh my God. Go Lisa.
That's awesome. Now she took a long time to get. I've been kind of chipping away at her for months and months and months. Come on, Lisa. Like, bring your presence. Bring us up in the world. And she's always kind of put us off, but she didn't even tell me that she was kicking off. It was a surprise. What do you guys think of Lisa's posts?
I love them.
On,
I know Lee was gonna. Yeah, I knew it. I was ready this time. I love Lisa. I met her last year, I believe, and I think it was for ASIS first, and then GSD. So honored to be in her tribe, we can call it. And I think her posts are awesome. I know she doesn't like videos, but Lisa, you're rocking these text posts, because not only is it a shout out, but it's also an article or some sort of like informational content that she adds as well. But Lisa's such a kind person anyway, that this is just elevating the kindness. So
you know what? I bet we could make a case. If you follow Lisa Oliveri's posts and you read the articles, by the time she's at the end of overtime, you can renew your CPP.
I bet. That's a good one, man.
I don't know if that's true, but I just threw it out there. Lisa, make it true. She's kind of pulling the strings at as is anyway. She's kind of up there.
She is the Empress. Hey, let me say a few words about the lovely Lisa, or the Empress as we call her in the GSD crew. She definitely is an amazing lady that does so much. She is an integral part of the GSD crew, and she's given us so much, and I'm loving her Kindness Games shout out. She also allowed me to join an OSAC conference as a panelist last year, and I loved supporting her. Anytime that she wants some support, believe you me, I am first to volunteer, because I know how much she does. Servant and voluntary leadership. She gives so much back to others. And if you think about our human side of security, she is probably the optimum quiet professional that excels in everything that she does and never looks for a round of applause. But Lisa, today you're going to get that round of applause. So here it comes. I'll try and do it. I can't really do it. I'll do it like that. There you go. I'll do one of those baseball round of applauses.
One-handed clap.
Golf clap, isn't it?
No, I remember.
Baseball's kind of like, yes!
No, I was watching the World Series maybe 2 years ago, and maybe it was the Yankees against the Astros, and one of the players, he was doing this all the time as a clap. I don't know.
Are you sure you weren't watching cricket?
Well, no. And do you know
it's kind of the same but way different?
No, baseball actually originates from an English game called rounders. There you go. A little bit of trivia for you.
Ooh.
Also, a great breakout film by Matt Damon back in the day.
Rounders. Back in the day.
If you haven't seen it, Kelsey is probably out before you were born, but you can check it out.
Yeah. Kelsey's like,
I love history. Not just kidding.
Was that when Winston Churchill was around?
Right. No, actually, you're absolutely right, Lee. Lisa, not only is she that quiet professional, but she actually tries to fade away and retreat from the spotlight while she pushes other people forward. So she's amazing. I'm blessed for knowing her for, like a little over a year now. So, all right. Next in the sixth wave, the great Angela Scalpello at 20 posts. Now, she kicked off on New Year's Eve with me for, I think it was the Alaskan time zone that we did when we did the 24 hours of kindness. And I met Angela through Lisa and the third episode of GSD Talks that we talked about conversational intelligence. And Angela is such a fantastic person. I always keep in touch with her. She's a great conversationalist, so that's good. That's what she does for her job, and she's easy to talk to. But she actually really does care about people and relationships and just bringing people together, which is why it's so fun to talk to her. Anyways, I love her. I'm glad she's involved at 20 posts. Kelsey, what do you think?
I've never met Angela, so maybe I'll have to reach out for sure, because I love conversation as well. So this could be dangerous. We could continue the conversation for hours, I'm sure. But I love the consistency of her posts. They're very well thought through. And yeah, I'm excited to see her finish it off. I'll be reaching out, Angela. I think that's a to-do.
You should.
Did you say that Angela gets paid for conversations?
Yeah.
Is that like a job that you can like sign up for? Because I'd love that job too.
Conversational intelligence specialist, consultant. I don't know. Yeah, no, she gets paid to teach people how to talk well.
That's pretty awesome.
That's
right,
awesome.
I'm going to sign on this dotted line because I need some lessons. Anyway, Angela, I've never had the pleasure either. So like Kelsey, I need to get on a Zoom call with you. Let's catch up. Thank you so much though for everything that you're doing for the Kindness Games. We super appreciate all your contributions, the lovely posts. I mean, you put so much content and effort and genuine kindness exudes through those words. So thank you for everything you're doing. And I'm super jealous that you get paid to have conversations. So I need to know you so that I can also get paid to do that too. Because me and Tim and Kelsey do a lot of talking. We don't get paid for it, right?
Next up on the 6th wave, Christopher Stitt. Now, Christopher, a rarity. I normally know when new people are about to jump in. Like they either reach out to me or they reach out to one of you guys, and we kind of know what to expect it. Not only is Christopher somebody that I've been connected to for a couple of years, but I know him personally through like the wild calls that we do on Fridays. And he just dropped his Kindness Games debut out of nowhere. Didn't even know it was coming. And yeah, I love it. He's I think he's still at the State Department. And but yeah, he is calling out people that he worked with at State and at other places, which is really cool because it's not super popular when you're in government to recognize other people. It's actually unpopular. And that shows how kind and confident the old Christopher Stitt is. What do you guys think about Christopher?
Another person that I don't know. Christopher might have to reach out as well. I think we need like a Kindness Games collaboration session or something, like a meet and greet. That might have to be a thing.
You might have to do a kindness mixer, virtual.
Yes. Yeah, totally. I like that idea. But Christopher, another person I might have to get to know. Don't know him very well at all. Been following his posts though. So I just echo, I thank you for jumping out and joining, because we know that 30 days is definitely a commitment. But keep on spreading love and doing well in the world.
I'm going to call him Saint Christopher, the patron saint of travelers. Ooh. Good for you, young man. I actually do know Mr. Christopher, not personally or in person, should I say, but I do know that he is an avid Cleveland Browns fan. Unfortunately, they didn't make it too far in the playoffs this year, but at least they made it. So that was a huge step up for them, because they've been pretty miserable over the past few seasons. But anyway, they did do good this year. And I met him off the back of the OSAC conference when he reached out to me and said some kind words. So I owe you the money for that as well, Chris. I'll give you $100 for saying those nice words. Only kidding. No, he's a great guy, great contributions. And again, as Tim said, for someone who is government, usually doesn't speak as open as they do. So that's very admirable and courageous of you to do. So thank you for that, mate. Really appreciate it.
Janet Fenner is coming in at 13. Now, I was excited to have Janet join because she is like an icon in the security industry. And I've been loving her posts. She's been like bringing people on the Zoom calls. I got to talk to her though. Like, do these people know what these Zoom calls are about and they come on, or are you ambushing them? I hope you're ambushing them, because I always feel like kindness is best dropped without notice.
Exactly. A kindness ambush, right?
Yeah, kind ambush.
I like that. I like that. It's a good one.
Respond in the comments, Janet.
I love what she's doing. Janet, I do know. But I love that she was bringing people on to the post, and her son was on one of them, I think. And I think she is ambushing them in a good way, because she brings people on and then she's like, hey, so maybe she gives them a heads up of what the Kindness Games is. But I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, but I'm a fan. Janet, keep up the good work, girl. It's awesome.
I'm a fan too. Janet, we've never had the pleasure, but I am loving those posts that you're doing. In fact, I know a lot of the people that you're posting with. So we definitely need to get a call, right? So that is me challenging you to call me, to kindness ambush me, okay? The co-founder of the Kindness Games. I need a kind ambush. Let's do it. A ambush. You changed it up. It was a kind ambush. Now it's a ambush.
All right. So we jumped from 24 posts to 20 to 16 to 13 for Janet Fenner to 4 for Randy McNeely, the Chief Kindness Officer himself. And yeah, so I think it's pretty cool that Randy has joined. He started right before New Year's, got like 4 of them out. and I am waiting for him to pick it back up because I was enjoying the first few that he put out. I love how he's kind of just like hanging out in his living room, and he's got like a big smile and just like a warm, welcoming guy. I haven't met him yet.
Me either. I love it that there's so many people I don't know in the 6 wave. It's a good thing.
Guess what? I haven't met him either. Sad. Come on, Randy. You haven't met us, all three of
Gonna have
us.
to get on a Zoom call.
Exactly. But good stuff, though, Randy.
Martha Donato is at 3. She was inspired by Angela, and so she has started. And I'm looking forward to watching her progress as well. And I love meeting these new people, though, like people that I don't know that get involved in this. They're the best people, just really nice people to meet, kind people. And we have Chuck Harold at like 3 posts. Now, Chuck is doing an interesting thing. He's trying to get people who are out of work in the security industry or any industry to do like a video resume that he's going to post as people for his kindness games post to kind of help people get work. So right now he's at 3 posts of advertising, and hopefully soon he'll get to spin out some actual video resumes. How cool is that?
I think that's super cool. I don't personally know Chuck, but I've definitely followed him on LinkedIn and heard a lot about him and seen his videos, but I think that's really cool. I feel like that's a dual kindness. Like each post is kind of a two-time post, right? Because he's doing something kind for someone and trying to help them at the same time that it's kind of like a shout out to that person.
Yeah.
So I love it. I think it's super cool. And I love everybody's spin-off. That's just another new challenge or new way that people are joining. So.
Exactly. Hey, am I still there? Because I went on to low power mode. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So let's give Chuck Harold a shout out to Security Guy TV too, because he does so much for the industry.
Yep.
And always wants to lift people up and help them out. And this resume initiative is fabulous. So those of you that have seen it, and maybe you're a little bit, I don't know, shy of contacting Chuck, please reach out to Chuck. He really can help.
He really can. And if you're wondering like, oh, I do need work, but video resumes sound kind of weird. Actually, I think Lee and I were getting queued up to do a conversation with him about how well this can work out for someone. I mean, think about it. You get interviewed many times trying to get a job. This is kind of like a pre-interview that you can put out for a mass screening. Really, really important. And you really get to set up your brand in a much, I guess, more on your own terms than whatever's on LinkedIn or whatever's on your resume, because it's a flat format. So really good thing to do. I hope people start jumping in. Then we have names. I'm so sorry for what's going to happen to you guys. Fee McWabe with 2 kindness games posts. She was brought in by Kunle on New Year's Eve. And Mutinda Masao with 1 post. She was also brought in on New Year's Eve with Kunal. And so Kunal has single-handedly taken the African participation from himself to 4. That's awesome. And so I am loving that more people from this continent are jumping in, and I'm waiting to watch their journeys unfold, and I'm waiting to meet them and do a joint kindness post, because that's awesome. What say you, Kelsey?
I think that I echo that, right? I think 1 to 4, that's just shows how much of a footprint that Kunle has, right? At the same time, that it's inspired a lot of people. So thanks for inspiring others. Thanks for jumping into the kindness games. I remember your post from the start, and keep up the good work. I agree. It's awesome that there are people all over the globe now, not just the US, not just, I think, where was the first crew? It was Africa, right? And then it was
Africa was
India.
first, and then India came next. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Super cool.
Yeah. Very cool. And then the rest of the sixth wave are kind of people that have said they're going to join. Maybe they've done one video, or some of them I cambushed because they just happened to appear in Lisa's 18th Kindness Games post, which was actually a birthday tribute to Brittany. And I was like, ooh, you guys joined the Kindness Games. I'm putting you on the list. So we got Brittany Galley, Phelim Rowe, Leo Dess, Mary Gamble, and Robert Carol Tenuto. Man, I am really sorry about that, Robert. So Brittany, Phelim, Lee, and Mary, they have one post, mostly because of the Brittany's birthday post. And Robert has announced that he's going to start, and we are anxiously awaiting his kindness to drop.
I like what you did there. You added everybody to the kindness games
did.
because they had a post, but now this is the call
They
to
were
action.
part of a post. Lisa threw them in.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, we have our allies group. Not much movement has happened, but I will quickly name them off, and then we can wrap up with final thoughts. Robert Warman, 5 posts. Sarah Lawler, 4 posts. Daniel Halleck, 4 posts. Rob McKenna, 3. Elisa Mula and Min Kirianis at 2. Charles Randolph at 2. Chuck Andrews at 2. Andy Scantlin, I think he's at 2 now. He is at 2. And James Dukowski at 1, and Antoinette King at 1. So, Kelsey and Lee, closing thoughts?
I think it's super exciting because every time we jump on these posts every other week, right? Or these calls, sorry, every other week, there are more posts. So more people, it's just continuing to spread kindness, and people are just continuing to join and inspire others. So keep up the good work. I'll keep it short and sweet.
Awesome. What do you got, Lee?
I wonder if his phone's dying.
Yeah, I'm down to 20%, and I've got a top up of red wine. So,
all right. Well, everybody, if you look back to the last kind of scoreboard, we have made a goal of 100 participants by November and 50 Kindness Games alumni by then as well. So if you know somebody that is kind, if you know somebody that's admiring from across the virtual room, ask them to join, get them involved. Let's get more people doing this. Let's spread some kindness. I'll tell you what, 2021, we're going to need a lot more kindness, and it's up to us to lead the way. So that is a scoreboard for January 24th, 2021. See you guys later.